Hi, it's Paul here from selfoutforlife.com, and today I'm going to talk about how to create affirmations that work really effectively. So what are affirmations? Well, affirmations are basically positive phrases that you repeat often, and they can be about a specific outcome or goal, so something you want to achieve, or they can be about who you want to be or who you want to become. So why repeat affirmations? Well, you're already having thoughts and consistent thoughts anyway, and any thought that you have consistently and you repeat is kind of an affirmation anyway. So the reality is you're already repeating affirmations. The problem is that many of those affirmations that you're unconsciously thinking and repeating are not positive. So by beginning to repeat positive affirmations, you can start to change that and start to have thoughts that are about what you do want. And that leads on to the second reason, which is to get you to focus on what you do want. So positive affirmations help you focus on what you do want rather than what you don't want. Affirmations, repeating affirmations will help you change your thinking over time. And when you change your thinking over time, that then changes your beliefs over time. And your beliefs become your reality, so that over time your reality changes. And also it links in with neuroplasticity, which is the idea that you're rewiring your brain to think differently automatically. So repeating those affirmations starts to change things at an unconscious level. It starts to create those new neural pathways in your brain, so that over time you begin to unconsciously act differently. So there are basically two types of affirmations. So the first one is intrinsic. So these are affirmations that are about you and who you want to become. So an example would be, I am a good person, or I am confident. And then the second type is extrinsic. And these affirmations are more about specific goals or behaviors. So examples could be, I can earn $100,000 per year, or I can lose 20 kilos. So I'm now going to cover the number one reason why affirmations don't work, or the number one reason why affirmations haven't worked for you up until now. And that number one reason is cognitive dissonance. So what is cognitive dissonance? Well, it's basically a conflict between your new affirmation and the other thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes that you already have. Now, how do you identify cognitive dissonance? Well, it can be some contradictory self-talk. So you repeat an affirmation and then some of the thought, some of the self-talk contradicts it. Says something like, no, that's never going to happen. The second way is an uncomfortable feeling. So you start repeating these affirmations and you get some kind of feeling inside, maybe in your tummy or your stomach area, that basically seems to say that's not really true. And the third way is your imagination. So while you're repeating this affirmation, you start imagining something that's contrary to what you're affirming. Okay? Now, cognitive dissonance is most common with I am type affirmations. So let me give you a couple of examples. So let's say, I am very confident when interacting with others. Okay, now let's say that it's a really shy person that's saying this. Okay, I am really confident when interacting with others. So the self-talk could be, oh no, you're not. You're really shy. You can't talk to anyone. Or it could be, an uncomfortable feeling. Or when you start repeating that, you start imagining yourself being shy in certain social situations. Another example could be, my business is a success when it isn't. Okay, so saying that when your business is not a success, you're going to get that contradictory self-talk, an uncomfortable feeling, or you'll start imagining and remembering times when it wasn't successful while you're repeating that. So how do you overcome this? How do you overcome cognitive dissonance? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You need to make your affirmations believable. And once your affirmations are believable, they will then start to really work for you. So the rest of this video, I'm going to cover how to make those affirmations believable. So I'm now going to cover the 9 phrases that you can use that will make your affirmations more believable and will make them work really, really well for you. So I mentioned earlier about the use of the I am affirmation. This can be a good place to start as long as you watch out for cognitive dissonance. So let me give you some examples. I am confident. I am earning $100,000 per year. I am attractive. I am in great health. I have found my soulmate. Okay, so there's some good examples of I am affirmations or variations upon those. So as you say those, listen out for that cognitive dissonance, whether it's some kind of self-talk, some kind of uncomfortable feeling, or you're imagining something that goes against what you're affirming. Now, if you notice any internal conflict, then here are some other phrases you can use. So the first one is I want to. I want to is believable. For example, I want to become confident. Okay, so that's believable because all we're saying is I want to become confident. And also your unconscious mind hears the other words. It hears become confident, and it starts to get the feeling of that word confident, which is really, really important. So let me run through the I want to with those other examples. So I want to earn $100,000 per year. I want to be attractive. I want to be in great health. I want to find my soulmate. So use I want and notice whether you notice any cognitive dissonance from that. If you do, then you can use some of the other ones that I'm going to cover now. The next one is I can. So what this is saying is it's possible and I can do it. And that's true right now. You can't really question whether you can or can't do something, especially if you haven't actually done it yet. Okay, so I can be confident. I can earn $100,000 per year. I can become attractive. I can be in great health. I can find my soulmate. Okay, so that works really well because you're saying I can do this, and your unconscious mind and that critical voice can't really question that because you haven't really started doing it yet. Now, if you have in the past maybe had some setbacks doing that, then you might get a bit of cognitive dissonance from that. So if that's the case, then move on to the next one, which is I choose to. And what's really nice about this is it gives that element of choice and intention, which again is much more believable. So I choose to be confident. I choose to earn $100,000 a year. I choose to become attractive. I choose to be in great health. And I choose to find ways to meet my soulmate. Now the next phrase is I am learning to. Now what's really lovely about this one is it's very, very believable. As long as you are taking some kind of action towards whatever it is you want, then that critical voice in your mind can't really contradict that. It's very, very believable. So let's give you those examples again. I am learning to become confident, or I am learning how to become confident. I am learning how to earn $100,000 per year. I am learning ways to become more attractive. I am learning how to be in great health. And I am learning how to meet my soulmate. So with this one, it's quite nice sometimes to add the word how in, or ways, or the best way. So for example, I am learning the best way to earn $100,000 a year, or I am learning multiple ways to be in great health. So the next phrase is I am becoming. So what's nice about this one is it kind of gives the idea that the affirmation or the goal is like a process. It's like a journey, and it's like each day you're getting that little bit closer to that end result. Now with this you can add the word more and more. That can sometimes help as well. So let me give you some examples. So I am becoming more and more confident. I am becoming more able to earn $100,000 per year. I am becoming more and more attractive. I am becoming more able to be in great health each day. and I am becoming more able to find my soulmate. So that's a really lovely one if you like the idea of your goal and what you want being some kind of journey. So the next phrase is I can find a way. Now this is great when you're motivated but you don't know the exact solution or method, and it can get you out of that feeling of feeling hopeless or overwhelmed. So with the above examples, I can find a way to be more confident. I can find a way to earn $100,000 a year. I can find a way to be more attractive. I can find a way to be in great health every day. And I can find a way to meet my soulmate. So the next phrase is I deserve to, or I deserve to be. Now this is a really useful one if the feelings or the cognitive dissonance come more from a lack of self-worth or self-esteem. Because in this case, it's often the case that you can do something, but you don't feel you deserve it. You don't deserve the reward. An alternative phrase you can use is I give myself permission to. Okay, so that can be a nice alternative. So I deserve to, or I give myself permission. So with these examples then, I deserve to be more and more confident. I deserve to earn $100,000 a year. I deserve to be more attractive. I deserve to be in great health. And I deserve to find my soulmate. So the next phrase is I am open to the possibility that. Okay, that's a longer phrase. Let me give you an example. I am open to the possibility that I could be more confident. Now I use this one a lot in hypnotherapy sessions, and it's really useful when people have very deep-rooted beliefs that create cognitive dissonance whenever they use any of the other phrases that I've covered earlier in this video. So this is the best one to use if you really notice a lot of cognitive dissonance. Okay, now with this one it can be a good idea to add the word I can or I could before the example. So let me go through the various examples now and I'll add those in as well. So I am open to the possibility that I could become more confident. I am open to the possibility that I can earn $100,000 per year. I am open to the possibility that I could be more attractive. I am open to the possibility that I could be in great health. Or I am open to the possibility that I can find my soulmate. Now the last phrase is I will. Now I'm personally less keen on this one because the word I will could tell your unconscious mind that this thing is in the future. So I will become confident. And if the unconscious mind feels that that's in the future, not now, then it won't necessarily take the steps towards it. However, if saying I will become confident, if that feels good to you and that works for you and you feel you have no cognitive dissonance, then by all means give it a go. Okay, so it's really important that the most important thing is that it's got to be believable, and if that feels believable, then there's no reason why that shouldn't work for you. So that's I will. So just running down that list again, I will be more confident, I will earn $100,000 a year, I will be more attractive, I will be in great health, and I will find my soulmate. I would probably say if you're using that one, try and combine it with some of the other phrases. So you've got some other ones working with you on that. So you've got multiple ways that those affirmations can work. So these are some great phrases that will make your affirmations more believable and make them work that much more effectively. So do go through these and incorporate these into your affirmations, and do watch out and listen out for that cognitive dissonance, because if you get that, that's going to make it much harder for those affirmations to work for you. You want to feel that your whole body and mind is aligned with what you're affirming. So make use of these phrases to find the perfect affirmation for you, the one that is most believable and the one that is going to work most effectively for you. And everyone is different, so experiment with the different phrases to find what's going to work best for you. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, please do give it a like, and do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think in terms of which phrases work best for you. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to this channel and also click the bell notification so you're always notified whenever I release future videos. And do go and check out my website, that is selfhelpforlife.com. On my website you will find the written versions to many of these videos, along with a link to my podcast and to social media as well. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to sharing more great content with you very soon. Bye for now.